Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this coffee cup reading. This coffee cup is for all Virgo and it's for the month of December, a little bit over 2025. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I want you to know, if you're new to the coffee cup, that prior to it, I do meditate and I go into deep meditation in connection to all the universal heavens, angels, and I'm given information in meditation which I write down on a piece of paper and then jot it down on a cleaner piece of paper, like more proper writing, and then deliver that to you at the end of this reading. So stay tuned for that. Now, before I put my glasses on, I want to show you what your cup looks like. It is very, very different, deep, a lot happening. So all the way, so many new doors and new chapters opening. We'll see what's going on. Now, glasses on, and I will begin. I'd like to say thank you all for being here and gratitude to all of you for your support, especially those of you who are supporting me, watching 1 or 2 extra videos per week in support of my health. I'm in absolute gratitude. I'd like to convey my best wishes to you all. Thank you to each and every one of you, my dear Virgo. The first thing I see here in your cup, it looks to me like you may be feeling a bit unhappy, restless, but there are so many possibilities now for you. And even though you're feeling restless, I guess maybe because there's something in your life that you're not happy about, it's not going the way you want. It's as though you don't have full control of what you want to happen. And that's what maybe is upsetting you perhaps a little bit. I do see that you have a goal and you're aiming for it, but there are disagreements because you're dealing with another person, and the disagreements could be the ones that are causing a little bit of a heartache. Maybe there is someone that's a bit too much concerned with superficial matters, or what can I say? I do see here there's 3 rabbits. They're all concerned about material, too much of something, too much physical matters. There could be a disagreement due to that for some of you. There may be a situation where it might be also to do with control. You're not getting enough time for yourself. You're not getting, somebody's trying to control you. Maybe you're not getting enough space. You want peace, you want nobody to really bother you so much. That looks to me like you're going through some rough time, trying to work things out, and you want your break, but you are going to overcome all these obstacles, that's for sure. I can see that. And you are going to take action. You are going to bring on some changes and implement them, even though my dear Virgo, there is an area of your life where all your efforts are going to be defeated. And that's not your fault. That's not because you're at fault or the person or the situation you're dealing with is at fault. It just means this situation is time for it to come to an end. I'll just move 1 second my position. Here we go. So yes, so it's destined to come to an end, and you'll see that a lot of your efforts, a lot of resolutions, trying to work things out, it's just not working at the end of the day. And this particular matter, it's something that, you'll finally get to know, like, what am I waiting for? This is not working. What am I doing? Change is all over. It's everywhere. And your life might be a bit disrupted because of the change. But you need to move with the change and allow yourself to be open to whatever change is happening, because it's going to be contributing towards your growth, and it's going to bring you a lot of growth. So that's really good. Somebody is leaving. You could be leaving, or someone's leaving a situation, like I said, that's no longer working. Too much conflict, too much disagreement, and somebody is walking away. This person might be connected to an air energy, and I see Libra here very strong. Someone that has Libra in them. Maybe they're not born under the Libra sign, but they've got Libra in them. I do see that there is a divine plan, and if there's a detour or this change happens, it's happening for a good reason. I see the light entering your life, and I see a lot of peace, and finally an end of a battle that was almost making you so tired and so fatigued. and so stressed out. So that is coming to an end. Whatever that may be, you'll know. You'll get to see the bigger picture. You'll get to understand why this is all happening. It is happening to get you to the next level, a level of you being very, changing your perspective and seeing things on a higher level. There's irritation. I see irritation. I see anxiety, stress. All of that is coming to an end. Right. The reason that it's coming right next to this situation, I do see a new beginning, a new pathway. I also see that there is an incredible connection happening here. As I was saying, my dear Virgo, everything happens for a reason, because I do see a new chapter opening up, a new doorway that's bringing you a lot of success. There's a lot of success. In fact, it's as though this new chapter is going to make you realize why everything ended in that situation that was sort of like a constant battle. There is, however, one thing you've got to be very careful, because what I'm seeing is you need to be cautious about what you do with your money. There could be a loss of money for some reason. You've got to be careful if you are doing something, or if you're thinking of, you need to just tread carefully in decision making when it comes to big amounts of money. And if there is a situation where there is what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. If there's a separation, because I did see someone leaving or you leaving, you've just got to know what to do and how to go about it so that there won't be any losses. I do see I see the light coming in this situation and improving your surroundings, especially a lot of success is coming on its way. Right next to the success, what I see is like a new doorway opening, very similar to what you were in before. Maybe there's something in common with what you were going through with a situation. This is a situation similar to it, but much better, because there isn't that conflict. There isn't that struggle. There's a lot of understanding. There's a lot of common grounds, and it looks to me resolutions are found. There are keys here, shows that there are great resolutions, and I see a ladder next to the key, which you're climbing up this ladder, which is really wonderful. It shows that you are going to be doing exceptionally well. And it's right next to this that I see there is a calling, and you're answering this calling. I see the calling like, okay, so the way it shows, it's symbolic. It's showing that it's now the time for your calling, what you were destined to do. It's now. You're actually going to be in that position now. And talking about the calling, this could be bringing in a lot of money. I see a lot of abundance coming your way. I see money coming in, and this money isn't because of work. It isn't hard worked money. This is money this could be the gift of money. This could be an inheritance. This could be a windfall from a lottery or a lotto. Play the lotto or the lottery. It looks to me like there is going to be a lot of abundance that is changing the architecture of your life. So that tells me as though there's also children here, something to do with children. Maybe some of you are able to have children now. Maybe some of you are able to expand on your children's situation. Maybe some of you are also expanding. There's expansion, that's for sure. And your intuition has been telling you this for some time now, that you're able to do this. This expansion is helping you stabilize. It's helping you achieve that which you wanted. There's a lot of wisdom now. You're thinking with your mind and your heart. But I also see teardrops here. Teardrops, maybe something your intuition was telling you. The teardrops are about grieving someone's loss, and you're taking time out from work. There is some grieving going on, but right next to the grieving, there is material wealth, and there is a lot of spirituality. So this grieving is going to get you very close to spirituality and really help you understand that this situation that you're grieving, perhaps you are either sacrificing for, or the person that you are grieving for was sacrificing. Finally, the emotions are going to be overflowing and you are going to say goodbye to this situation or this person. I do see a beautiful not windfall, waterfall, I'm trying to say, a beautiful waterfall. And this waterfall shows to me that there's going to be a lot of cleansing, a lot of the tears. It's right after the tears, and it's all your emotions getting all cleared up. Because while you're in the midst of grieving, it shows one of your oldest wishes is coming. And with it comes a key. A key is connected to resolution. A key is connected to a dream home, a dream life, a dream business, something you've always wanted. Part of the wish also, but also comes a key. There's also a situation where you need to act very quickly when someone is offering a resolution by offering you something. There's going to be an offer, an announcement. I see a microphone here. And someone, I mean, that just symbolic. It shows that there will be some sort of an offer where you can take advantage of it, and also, and you know, it's going to work out wonderful for you. I just see that it's going to change the way you look at things. It's going to change your the aspect of what you do. You're going to be feeling a little bit happy, achieving, you know, so much. There could be a great opportunity coming with this, also a great resolution and a great reward. That's what I'm seeing. I see a great reward coming to you, my dear Virgo, for a job well done, for something you've done all your life, for all the sacrifices you've made. For everything you've done, even though you haven't finished yet, but it's showing a great celebratory situation because of your achievements and the reward that you're receiving from either society or from work or from family or even mostly from the heavens. I also see inheritance, unexpected large sums of money, opening a new doorway that's going to bring you so much excitement, but at the same time fear of how to preserve this money, what to do with it, and what context to put it in, what situation. And I also see while you're in the midst of this money, there is a situation happening between you and someone where someone is becoming a bit flirtatious with you and you're sort of accepting it, even though you don't want to open those doorways, but you're sort of becoming, what's the word? Sort of like, it's becoming a little bit out of your control. You're becoming so empowered and exhilarated with these flirtatious situations. You are limitless, you're very strong, and there are karmic connections between you and this person that is flirting. Trust matters are an issue. There's a situation calling for you to have faith and trust, and that is going to be leading to true happy life and love, mostly love, so that you can have a joyful, stable partnership and good friends. You need to have faith and trust. I do see a soulmate connection also here, a very strong soulmate connection connected to someone that has strong water in them. Water energy here, very strong. It could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We'll find out at the end of the cup. I'll go through that and see what the signs are there. I feel like your energy is merging with this person on a very high level. And I also feel like you're becoming one again. For some of you, it might be a reconciliation or sort of a bond that's sort of re-established again. And be happy to express love and put aside any kind of mistrust from the past. And I see that is going to be the best thing to do. But there's also a warning here about getting the wrong advice. Someone gives you the wrong advice, and in the process of that, there could be a loss. The loss could be financial or even leaving someone behind. So you've got to be very careful with wrong advice. Calculate everything. Use your intuition, because your intuition will always guide you to the truth. Now we come to the energies, and I see water energy here. So I'm seeing four 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancers. Cancerian being number 1, Cancer. The second one is Pisces, 1, 2, 3 Pisces. Next to it, there is Scorpio, 1, 2, 3 Scorpio. So Cancer leading the way. That means for the majority of Virgo, you'll be dealing with Cancer. And the second ranking that everybody will be dealing with is Scorpio and Pisces on the same level. Then I got fire energy here, which is very important. You need water and fire. That's your soulmate. It's incredible how they come first. Fire energy number 1, Sagittarius. 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got Sagittarius in them 4 times the archer. And then there is Aries, 1, 2, 3. 3, only 3. And then there's Leo, 1, 2, 3 Leo. There's no 4 Leo. No, 3. So it shows to me that for the majority of Virgo, you'll be dealing with fire energy. Sagittarius being number 1 for the majority, and then the second ranking is for the rest of you, like it will be Aries or Leo on the same level. Now, as for earth energy, like yourself, I do see earth here, and I see 4 Capricorn. 1, 2, 3. 4 Capricorn, 3 Taurus, Libra. Taurus with Libra. And then there is Virgo with Gemini. So the majority of you will be dealing with earth energy Capricorn, because there's 4 Capricorn, and then it depends on the air energy. Okay. And then there is Taurus, Libra, and Virgo, Gemini. So I'm going to go into the air, because in the air energy, I'm seeing Libra, Taurus again. Libra, Taurus. 3 Libra, Taurus. Before we had 3 Taurus, Libra, that would make it 6 Taurus, Libra, very strong. So you are dealing with someone that has Taurus, Libra in them. And then there is 2 Gemini only, which before we had Virgo, Gemini, 3. And that makes it 5 Virgo, Gemini. Very strong. Could be someone that you're dealing with. Could be family. Could be a best friend. Could be the person that's leaving. The air. I'm just seeing the air with Earth. Could be the one that could be leaving. And double Aquarius here, 2 Aquarius. So the leading one here in the air energy is Libra, Taurus, leading the way. And the earth energy, of course, it's Capricorn leading the way. But then because we have Taurus, Libra 6 times, it is taking over. You might be in a relationship now or dealing with someone that is strong Taurus, Libra. Okay, moving on to the Chineses. And the Chineses, I was looking and I saw 4 snakes here. Chinese year of the snake, very strong. China is 4. 4 Chinese year of the horse, Chinese year of the dog, Chinese year of the rooster. Then there is the pig. 1, 2. They're all 4. Chinese year of the pig, 4 too. And then there's the rabbit. 1, 2, 3, and 4 rabbits. Chinese year of the rabbit 4 times, and the tiger. 1, 2, 3, 4 tigers. Chinese. Okay, so now I'm seeing the rat, and the rat is only 1, 2, 3. And then there is the goat, 1, 2, 3, and then the monkey, 1, 2, 3. So that tells me the majority of you will be dealing with the ones that are the main ones, that are 4, which is the snake, then the horse, the dog, the rooster, the pig, the rabbit, and the tiger. These were the 4. So that's that one. Now we move on to the next level, which I will go through. Glasses off. I will go through the messages that have come for you, my dear Virgo, and I don't need glasses for that. So what does it say? It says the gift of freedom. Detach. Look at that. They're actually saying detach. The gift of freedom. You're detaching from something that's overwhelming you and finally getting your freedom. Help and advice are needed. You are in need of help and advice as to a situation where you will need advice how to proceed. But remember, in the coffee, they did say wrongful advice. So you got to be careful what advice to take in. Use your intuition. Some advice could be wrong. It says communications and union. Communication and union. That's probably meeting the new person that's coming in your life. There's a lot of communication. Material and spiritual journey. Material or spiritual, either one, either material journey or spiritual journey. There was a lot of money coming your way. I saw that, heaps of money coming. There is a wedding. Now you could be going to a wedding, or there could be you planning your wedding. The wedding is going to be massive. It was like, intensely. There's a wedding, something about the wedding. Bold action may be needed in regard to this wedding. Bold action, that means you have to do a courageous act in regard to this wedding, perhaps. But you've got to be careful because there is an ambulance. Okay, glasses on for this one. I can be sure. Ambulance, something is wrong. Understanding is needed. In regard to the ambulance, something is wrong. Understanding is needed. So you've got to be very understanding at a time where an ambulance is needed because there is something that's not right. Something is wrong. Something to do with home and something to do with forgiveness. Home and forgiveness. To forgive. This is from the heavens and the universe. So you've got to really pay attention. Okay, something about May. Could be May 2026. Could be somebody born in May who is either a Taurus or a Gemini. Somebody who might have Taurus or Gemini in them. Or could be somebody born in May. But also May is about the year coming. May 2026. Chinese year of the horse here. Chinese year of the horse, which is connected to freedom and spiritual growth. So the only negative part was the ambulance, which please do let me know when that, if you do go through something like that, just talk about it. Talk about the wedding so we know if you're invited. And the gift of freedom, they're saying detach. When you communicate and feedback, it helps when it comes to these important factors. Now I'm going to go through every initial that was given to me. These initials, the more they are, the majority of you, my dear Virgo, will be dealing with those people with those initials. And that's why everything gets repeated or sometimes quadrupled and so forth. So I've got 4 times the letter K for kangaroo. 4 times the letter M for money. 6 times the letter Y for yes. 4 times the letter C for Charlie or Canada. 4 times the letter I for I am. 4 times the letter J for Jamaica, Japan. 3 times the letter E for elephant. 3 times G for giraffe or grass. Twice the letter U for umbrella or under. 3 times the letter W for willow or winter. 3 times the letter H for horse. Twice the letter S for snake, Scorpio. Twice the letter D for dog or doorway. Twice the letter V for victory. Twice the letter Q for quilt or quails. And then I've got the letter B for butterfly twice. And then the letter P just once. I was given number 1, which is connected to a great new beginning. It is connected to plenty happening in a new beginning. Connected to January. Connected to the Chinese year of the rat. Connected to January 2026. Connected to January itself, something happening in January, or regarding someone that's born in January, or somebody that might have the star signs of Capricorn or Aquarius in them. And what's happening within the time frame that you see this cup, up to a month or up to January 2026, actually, it goes all the way to January 2026, there is going to be a new beginning that's going to bring you plenty. And that is the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, my dear Virgo. Do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. And please continue your support by watching 1 or 2 extra videos per week in support of my health. That means a lot to me. I'd like to wish you all the best in everything you do, in every step, because this is happening for the holiday season. I'd like to wish you happy holidays with a lot of safety and happiness for you and your family and loved ones. Enjoy the holiday season. Make sure that you're doing everything safe and having a great time, and happy 2026 ahead of time. In case I don't make it, I would like to wish you a happy 2026. And may it be filled with a lot of blessings and prosperity in everything you do. All the love and light, peace and harmony. Namaste.